right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What is that? Record. Check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 27, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. No.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Charlie. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Don't get nervous. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
I'm here all time.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 51's the mic. 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley, 92 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now the first play in the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. And 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Watson now operating from the gun. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
That's another Texans first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Alert, alert. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run with Pollard. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 29, Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Reset. 18. 25 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Alert. Watch the air. Check 31. Check 3. 29.
From the red zone now, Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, switch gears. 9,
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Switch. Check. Fresno. Shit. Back.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
56, right there. 56. Bandit. One. Check 3. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, it's Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Texans' 32-yard line.
Now! 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 185! Check it! Right Monday! Rush in!
This is Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Bang, 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 bang! Check out! That's it! Check 26, check 26! Shoot! Easy, kill! Topper! Safety's creeping!
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch twits. Watch twits. 54. Let him go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Hey, 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He completes it to Jones. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Later, 2. Check 25. Hey, wahoo. Express. Express. 41. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 93. 93. Express. Check. Lucky. 49. Check 49.
Here's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Line him up.
Watson operating from the gun. Got an open man. It's QT. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
This is it. 18. 25 to Mike. 24. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. And you're 24. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. All day. All day, every day. Any day.
On first down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down now, it's Patterson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Raider 2. Kill.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Watch the
They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
26. Rip right. 26. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Move. You got 3 down.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Kill. 734. 29. Watch the ship.
Again, it's Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Check it back. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot. Watch the safety creep. Check. He's crashed.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
What down? Blue 80. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 55 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's Mostert, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. What's the motion? 51's the mic. 51's the mic. He don't know no better. Shit, time to go.
Now Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's complete to Hopkins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
White. Check 37. Check 37. Check 52. Quick the edge.
They'll run with Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now, 180. 57's right. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Joker. White.
Now Carr. Looking in zone for Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Spy.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
3 down. Check. 24 is down. He's coming. Check. 64. Tighten up. At 59. Watch the motion. Orbit.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To the air yet again, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Watson to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st down, it's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I smell feet. 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. You can't block me. Alert. Slam, slam, slam.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They run with Patterson, and they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you know.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
185, 694. Express. 41 the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on, the ball. Check, 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 check. 618. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Express. Get set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barkley, and he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 42 yards out. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watson, off play action. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
3 down.
Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.